So it's Armbrister, A-R-M-B-R-I-S-T-E-R. First name is Jay, Sheriff Douglas County. So last night at approximately 8:52 p.m., we were dispatched to a house here on this road, about a half mile down, for an unknown emergency. There was a female caller who was very hard to understand by the dispatchers, but stated that she needed help, and it was possibly some breathing problems. The first officer on scene was actually a Eudora police officer, since he was the very closest. He arrived very quickly, and as soon as he arrived on scene, he got up to the house, and when he made it to the front door, there was a gunshot that went off from inside the home, and a male voice could be heard inside. The officer then retreated, and we were able to immediately establish phone contact with the male inside the residence. It was determined that there were only 2 people inside the residence, and that one person was possibly deceased. So we had to back away a little ways, and then we utilized some technology to enter the home, and we were able to determine that there was an obviously deceased person inside the residence. So we backed away because the suspect was still in contact, overtly hostile and threatening to shoot law enforcement, and had barricaded himself inside the residence. No other people were inside the residence. Nobody else was at risk. We backed away, began negotiations. This went on all night. We had the scene secured almost immediately. At some point late this morning, we lost phone contact with the suspect, and we have not regained it as of this point. Now we have begun a very slow and methodical set of. We're working very slowly and very carefully to try to establish the suspect's current status within the residence. And until we can determine that and get that figured out, this is an ongoing active threat. So therefore, we're holding the perimeter. Again, there is nobody else in any sort of danger outside of that residence, and there is no other residences close to where we are at. I'll try to answer some questions. I'm sure you'll have some. I'll just tell you if I can't. So
has a female been able to leave then?
The female?
Yes.
We believe the female who called was the deceased individual that we located inside the residence.
Okay. That was my next question. You said 2 people. I wanted to know if it was a deceased and 2 people, but it sounds like
there were a total of two people in the house, and we believe, yes, one of them was obviously deceased inside.
And you're still trying to figure out if these are family members?
This is a domestic relationship of some sort.
What time did you guys enter the house and were able to find the body you found?
I honestly, I don't even want to guess, because it was a very much a blur.
Okay.
I actually was here. I was coming back from a training and actually responded myself. I've been here since then. We got the call at 8:50, whatever it was. Whatever I said, 8:52. We were on scene quickly, and things escalated quickly from there.
Overnight, would that be
Absolutely.
Okay.
You said you used technology to enter the home. Can you describe what that
That's a
was like?
drone. I
Drone.
don't know why I'm hiding it. You guys know what I'm talking about. We're utilizing drones, robots, and armored vehicles. But the resources that we are using, we've reached out, and we're utilizing the Lawrence Police Department as well as Kansas Highway Patrol.
Is the standard procedure that you're cutting electricity,
Yes.
and make it uncomfortable?
Yes.
Yes.
How confident are you that there's no one else inside?
I am. There are pets inside. We do know that, but I'm very confident that there are no other people besides the deceased and the suspect.
Since you know the address, do you know how many family members live in that house?
Yes.
Okay. Is it 2 or more than 2?
It is more than 2, yes. Yes, I am in contact with the family.
Can you confirm the identity of either of the people?
No. Your turn.
Did law enforcement see anything concerning the suspect's social media related to this event?
Post incident, we did.
Did you need to evacuate any of your nearby neighbors?
No. And when you have an opportunity at some point to see, you'll see there are no nearby neighbors.
What kind of concerning stuff did you see on social media?
It was sent to us, but the suspect was actively engaged in his social media profiles while this was ongoing. It was nothing concerning necessarily, other than the fact that it was happening. That was unique.
Is that after you lost contact with them early this morning? Or unclear?
Unclear. Okay. You're gonna think about 17 questions after I walk away. So, I thank you very much for coming out. I know it's short notice to get you here at 3 o'clock, but it's been a very long night, and we are still actively working through a peaceful outcome to the best of what we have left to work with.
When would be the next? I don't know. You can't look into your crystal ball,
Right.
but when could be the next timely update?
I would say,
Like we go on at 4 o'clock. Will we get some new news by then?
I'm gonna say probably not. I'm gonna give you a
Okay.
solid, probably not on that.
Solid?
Okay.
Probably not.
Yeah, it's very specifically unspecific.
There you go.
Very
Yeah.
certainly uncertain.
Anybody in the force or with law enforcement injured, anything of that nature?
No. Physically, no.
I saw reports that there was a possible explosion threat. Can you speak to that?
So we heard that as well, and that's why we are going so slowly and so methodically, because there has been conjecture that there is explosives inside the residence, and without having any direct evidence or knowledge of it being there, we still have to treat it as if it's possible. So that's really why this has taken a long time, and it's going to continue to take some time. Okay. If you guys are quiet, I'm going to turn around and run away.
I was going to say it has to be there's no good time for a shooting, but it has to be tougher around the holidays.
I think you nailed it. There's no good time for one. Yep.
Are you, do you think there's anybody to talk to that you can talk to inside the house at this point?
We are doing everything we can to try to reestablish contact, if at all possible. Whether or not I think that that's going to happen, I don't know.
Can we get a physical address of the house?
Let me think of why or why not. Give me just a second. I don't think I want to give it out just yet.
Okay.
Okay. But that's a great question.
And on the left side or right side of the road?
As we're standing here, it's on the right side. It would be the west side of the road.
West side.
It's that White House right there?
Nope.
No. Okay.
I'm here to tell you can't see it from where I stand.
Okay. I just don't want.
Around town, could you just confirm it?
I'm not even gonna. The family. I have been in contact with families, and I've been as transparent as I possibly can with them. But they're the only ones that I'm working with, and I just really don't want to. I just don't want to wade into it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. But I appreciate the question.
Do you know when you can confirm it?
Yeah. When we reach some kind of a conclusion.
Okay. Like a resolution?
Yeah, resolution. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Gotcha.
When was the last time Douglas County had to deal with someone who has barricaded themselves?
Inside a resident. Now, I take Douglas County as a whole. I can't speak for the city of Lawrence because they kind of do their own thing. We have had subjects who have barricaded themselves, but inside a residence. I don't recall one for quite some time. I've been with the agency 26 years. This is the second one I can think of. I know there are more, but those are the two that I can think of.
I was going to say it's been a while.
Yes.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
out.